everyone, today I want to talk about VOX, the far-right populist party that has shaken up Spanish politics in the past decade. As a student living and working in Barcelona, I see the effects of this party's rise all around me, from debates in classrooms to graffiti on the walls of the buildings right next to IES. So let's break down why VOX matters, how it emerged, and what its growth tells us about democracy in Spain today. To truly understand Vox, we need to go back to the late 2000s. Spain was hit hard by the 2008 economic crisis. Youth unemployment soared, austerity measures cut deep into public services, and corruption scandals eroded trust in the two main parties, the PSOE and the PP. At the same time, Catalonia's independence movement was gaining momentum, culminating in the 2017 referendum that Madrid declared illegal. These overlapping crises created frustration, polarization, and a sense that the political system wasn't working. That's the environment in which Vox found its opening. Vox was founded in 2013 by former members of the conservative Partido Popular. Its breakthrough came in the 2018 Andalusian elections, where it shocked the establishment by winning 12 seats. By 2019, Vox had secured 52 seats in Congress, becoming Spain's third largest party. So what does Vox stand for? Its ideology is unapologetically nationalist. It calls for abolishing Spain's decentralized system, opposes feminism and gender equality laws, advocates strict immigration controls, and criticizes the European Union for undermining sovereignty. Tactically, Vox has mastered social media, using viral videos and memes to reach younger audiences. Its speeches are fiery, invoking pride, fear, and nostalgia, and it often engages in historical revisionism, defending aspects of Franco's legacy. From my perspective, Vox's rise is fueled by three main forces. Socially, Spain has experienced rapid cultural change, including immigration, feminist reforms, LGBTQ+ rights, and some voters felt overwhelmed, turning to Vox's promise of traditional values. Economically, the lingering effects of the 2008 crisis left many young people, including some of my co-workers here in Barcelona, struggling with precarious jobs and housing. Politically, corruption scandals and the Catalan independence crisis created disillusionment and polarization. Put together, these social, economic, and political pressures gave Vox the perfect storm to grow. What's interesting is that even though Vox promotes openly pro-male ideals and opposes feminist policies, it still attracts female supporters. Many women who vote for Vox do so because they connect with its broader nationalist message or feel alienated by what they see as the excesses of progressive feminism. For some, the party's emphasis on family tradition and social order resonates more strongly than its gender politics. Others are drawn to its populist framing of corruption and elite betrayal, which speaks to frustrations that cut across gender lines. This shows how populist movements can mobilize support even among groups that might appear excluded by their rhetoric actions. Another important aspect of Vox's rise is how it has reshaped the broader conversation about Spanish identity and national pride. Even for voters who don't fully agree with its policies, Vox has forced mainstream parties to respond to issues of sovereignty, immigration, and cultural tradition more directly. In this way, the party has shifted the political agenda, making debates about quote-unquote Spanishness and unity more central than they were a decade ago. This influence shows that populist movements don't just gain seats in parliament, they also redefine what topics dominate public discourse, and that ripple effect can be just as powerful as electoral votes. So why does Vox matter? Its rise shows how populism can channel real grievances into political power, but it also raises serious questions about inclusivity and democratic norms. Looking ahead, the big question is whether Vox will remain a protest party or become part of governing coalitions, reshaping Spain's institutions from within. For me, living in Barcelona, Vox's growth reveals both the fragility and resilience of Spanish democracy. On one hand, it shows how quickly disillusionment can fuel populist movements that challenge pluralism. On the other, it demonstrates that democracy here is dynamic, constantly contested, constantly reshaped by crisis and citizen demands. VOX is not just a case study in populism, it's part of the lived reality of Spain today, and its trajectory will help determine whether Spanish politics moves toward greater inclusion or deeper fragmentation.